Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Letty Desire. Today I'm going to be painting the passage in my house. So while I'm painting, I'm going to be sharing my story of how I moved from Jamaica to America. I hope that this message will give you some form of encouragement and it will be directed to the person that is also in the current situation that I was in. So everything started back home in Jamaica when I was a real estate agent. I went to look at a property for one of my renters, and there was a tenant that was staying there at the time. The apartment was smelling really nice. Like he had candles all over. The place was really clean. And I had to compliment him about his apartment because, he has nothing to do with the rental. And he is like he presents his house so well. And I was talking to the tenant that was in the apartment, and we got into a long conversation. I said to him, I was like, why you sound like you're a flight attendant? And he was like, because I am a flight attendant. And I was like, wow, so you can't give me some body pass? And he was like, sure. So I was like, wow, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I'm serious. You want a body pass? And I was like, yeah, I would definitely take them. So I'm pretty adventurous and I love trying new places and everything. So I was like, oh, maybe I could just go to America for 6 months and then come back home. I agreed with my boyfriend at the time. So I took the offer of him giving me the body pass, and that's how everything begins. So I came to America, Florida. Mind you, I have traveled before, so this wasn't my first time traveling. So I came to Florida, stayed there for like 2 weeks, Fort Lauderdale, then moved from Fort Lauderdale and I went to Panama City. I went to stay with one of my friends who also shared some stories and opportunities of working in Panama City. So the first night I went, I saw her and I saw her boss. I met her boss there and he offered to give me a job. And so that would be like sometimes in the midweek, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember. So the aim was to just stay there until I start making some money to move. Okay. So this is what happened. I went there, got the job the same night, started working. This was like my first time working into a restaurant. I've never worked into a restaurant in Jamaica. My jobs were more focused on sales, insurance, real estate, being beautiful, model, all of them look a cute stuff there. Talk and look cute. So this was my first job. I did not mind it because I was like eager to learn something new, eager to learn about a new business, and I was willing to take the challenge. So while I was there, the following day they asked me to be a nanny for them, and I took that offer because I love kids. So I was a nanny for the owner of the restaurant for a day. So while I was working with their family, I enjoy a lot of time with the kids. The parents saw the kids were really happy. We got into a conversation. I started sharing with them what I think about their business. And they also shared with me how they started their business. The owner also asked me to do some marketing for their company. This was a good opportunity. I've never been in like a marketing position, but I always have like a creative idea, so so I don't know what happened with my friend, and I still like even sometimes like to this day I still wonder like what was going on with her. But the friend that I was staying with at the time, I tried my best so oh my God. I was trying my best to be compliant or compromise or be silent or whatever, just not to make any, so the other person can feel uncomfortable or anything. I was just so timid. Maybe that's the word. So before coming here, I did a workshop, like a retreat. I did a video about that as well. So I was also going through processing my healing, working on myself internally and trying to get back on mentally working on my well-being. So I don't know, her approach was really bad. And sometimes it's like she will say some stuff. Like this was one of the example. Like there was like one specific night where I was literally sleeping on the edge of the bed, and this girl was saying that I'm in her, like you need to move over, you're in my back. Like I was literally on the edge of the bed. I wasn't like that night. I was barely sleeping, because I just felt like I was just invading her space. I was invading her life and whatever it is. Turns out the next day, she got really upset, and in the night she was saying that I'm like in the night when I got home I was eating some cereal, and I literally was like doing like woo, like moving the spoon away from my mouth to my mouth, moving the moving the spoon away from the bowl to my mouth, trying not to make any noise. And then she came out like, you're eating too loud. And I'm like, how can I eat cereal? It's gonna make crunchy sound. And the next day she started arguing again about something else. I was like, listen, like I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I don't feel comfortable here. I don't like the way how you're treating me, and I just don't feel welcome. And I'm just gonna just move out of your space. Basically, it got into our argument. She got really loud, and like I was getting really upset too. And then I had to remember the workshop that I was coming from, that sometimes people react to you, and you're not the one that they're attacking. They have their internal issues that they're also fighting with. And I had to like step back and say, you know what, this I'm not going to allow this to to get me out too much. I'm going to control myself, but I want to move out of her way. So I started calling around, telling my sister, telling my other friend, and trying to get somewhere to stay, because she was the only person that I know in Panama City, apart from one other person that she had introduced me to prior before coming there. So when I was there for the time, I was calling around. Like that was like the first time in my entire life I felt hopeless. I felt uncertain of like my next step. I literally felt like I would just take my stuff and just go on the side of the road just to sleep so I can feel at peace. I just wanted to just move out of her way, because I felt like my presence, I don't know why she was so upset. I don't felt like there was any need for her to be upset, but I just wanted to just get out of it, just get out of it. It was just too much, and I wanted to just leave. I was calling Airbnb, sorry, and a bunch of other things, and it was just not working out for me that night. My other friend that was on the phone, she called me and she told me that I can come and stay with her. At the time, honestly, I wasn't mentally prepared to stay with her, because I also know that she was struggling with like detachment. She was like one of my closest friends in high school, and I know her. I know her what she was going through, and I also know that she's a good person, but I just know that it wasn't mentally right for me to stay with her, because she's also fighting detachment and other traumas. However, she said I should come, and I took the opportunity and I went. She bought the ticket for me actually. So I had no choice but to go, and I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I went. Before leaving Panama City in Florida, I told myself that like it was so confusing for me, because this is somebody that I truly love. She was one of my closest friends in Jamaica, in Kingston, and it really hurts just to see the outcome of our relationship in America. So I said to myself, I don't want to travel with this pain, this energy, this vibe, because I'm going to be really upset along the way, and I don't want to, so I bought her a book. I went to the mall and I packaged something for her, like I think it was a daily bread or something. It was a devotional book or something, and I gave it to her. I prayed for her, and I give her a thank you card, and I told her that I appreciate everything that she did, and I left. So it took me 3 days on the bus to get to Connecticut, where I was staying with the other friend who purchased the ticket for me. While I was on that bus, oh my god, I was on a bus for 3 days. On that bus, I've stopped at places like Alabama, places in Florida that I would never ever dreamt or heard about. Um, so Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Washington D.C., you name it. Like probably 13, or I don't even remember. Atlanta, all over the bus stopped. I was on a Greyhound bus. That was the first time No, that was the second time I'm traveling on a Greyhound bus. I met so many people while I was on that bus, and I just believe that God literally put me on that bus for a specific reason, because there were so many people that was on the bus that was so broken, and a part of my story was able to relate to what they were going through, and I was able to help them, to talk to them, to put life into them, as in speak positivity into their life, like I'm a mama basically. I make people who are criminals, people who are like people who got out of prison, people who were escaping from abusive relationship, and it's just the people who are doing drugs, all kind of stuff, and like conversating with them. It was like by the time like they were able to go on their next stop, it was like a blessing to them and a blessing to me too, that I was able to learn from them and have compassion, towards others. So, boom, I reached to Connecticut and saw my friend. Of course, I was excited to see her. This is one of my friends from grade 9. We were really close in grade 10. She migrated in grade 10. And this is somebody that I've kept a relationship throughout the years. And I really do love her. I love her like a sister. So when I came to Connecticut to stay with her, I was doing everything that she liked. But as I mentioned, but before coming to America, I just came out of a workshop, like a healing workshop. And if you have ever gone into therapy, or if you have ever done any transformational workshop on yourself, like you're going to have like reflective traumatic reaction that's going to like up and bother you for a while, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's going to omit slowly. So when I was coming out of the process, like there were things that I was using to cope, like running in the morning, get a fresh breath of air at the park around nature, and reading. I started reading more again. She didn't understand those things. So when I got there, I was doing everything that she wanted and she enjoyed, which is going to party, all these Jamaican parties, going out to eat, talking about drama, talking about man, all of that. And I don't have a problem doing that. But honestly, I'm not the kind of person that wants to party all the time. I love to be in nature. I love to take a long walk. I love to just be in my own pace. You understand? She obviously wasn't used to me in that, so I guess it was confusing her, and she thought that I was carrying vengeance against her, when really and truly I was just wanted to just be at peace, read my book, slow down my thoughts, remove all those things that I've gone through in the past that I had to face while I was doing the workshop. And I was reflecting a lot about my life and everything. So it turns out that she started to get angry with me. She started to do all kind of crazy stuff. She didn't want me to buy, like when I wanted to buy stuff in the house to help her out, she didn't want me to do that. When I even got my pay from the first job, and it was sent to her cash app, she still didn't give me the money. And up to today, she probably said she never get the money. At the time, I never understood nothing about Cash App or Zelle. My best friend, she was like, Toya, why you don't go and open a bank account and start putting your money there? I decided to do that. So I went to the bank. I saw some black people, some guys going into TD Bank, and I followed them. I watched them to see who they were going to. So I went to the same person that they went to, and I told him, I said, hey, I'm Jamaican, I'm just here for a while, and I need a bank account. Like, trust me, one thing you gotta learn when you're in America, think about what you want, think about what you want to say, and be direct about it in certain places. As in, if you want a bank account, don't be jumping all over the bush. Tell them straight up, you don't have this, you don't have that, but you want a bank account. Can you help me? Yes or no? So that was the attempt, and he told me that I should get the money, my address, and stuff for it. So I'm now excited to share that with my friend who I was staying with in Connecticut, and she was like, "Oh, you guys say Connecticut, whatever it is." So she wasn't happy at all. She was like, "Why are you getting a bank account? You're gonna put me in trouble." And she was just really upset about me getting a bank account. Turns out that I did anyway. And because I needed a card, I needed to shop, I needed my own rights, I needed my own money to spend, right? So And it wasn't like anything to what, it's just that I'm a grown ass woman. I want to spend my money. I want to know to manage my money and all of that. So it was a thing. Like anybody that she introduced me to, it was fine. But anybody that I was introduced to on my own, she wasn't happy about that at all. So I was meeting new friends. She never liked that. I was going to the library. She never liked that. It's just like everything that she wanted me to do, it was fine. But everything that I wanted to do, it was a problem. My best friend came to Connecticut and we met up at the mall. Then I got a text message. We were having like some stupid ass young minded girl thing at the mall. You know, not so stupid. Stupid is not the right word. But we were just hanging out at the mall like some girl, doing absolutely nothing wrong. Just looking at clothes and trying on shoes and stuff for it. I got a message from her. I don't know, but you can stay at the apartment. Again, like I said, what was the problem? She said, there's no problem, but she just don't know. She's not feeling me being there anymore. Like, again, devastated. People that I trust, people that I love, just disappoint me one more time. What can I do? Can I hate her? No, it's her house. The problem was, where do I go? I don't know anybody in this place apart from people that she introduced me to, and that one guy that I met on the same building where I was staying with her. So I really didn't know what to do at the time. I was just like, I just remember one day this song, Cynthia, I think Cynthia Bailey, in Harriet Tubman movie, she have a song Stand Up. Like I remember morning time I was listening to that song, and that day when she told me that I had to move, the following morning I was like, it really got like sinking in my body. Like is another time that you got kicked out, you got rejected. I don't know where to go. I had broken up with my ex in Jamaica. That's another story. But I really didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to call. And I just kept running. I just kept running nonstop, like running. I was just running like with that song in my head. I just felt like I just want to escape from all of the pain that I've been through. Like I'm like, what is the problem? Like I'm not doing this girl anything. The girl in Panama City, I've never done anything to hurt these people. And I was just so fed up of people overall. I was just fed up of my life. I was just fed up of like going through things, and I just wanted to just be happy. And I'm like, what am I doing for me not to be happy? I deserve to be happy. So I was just so hurt. I was just so devastated. I just kept running. I just wanted to run, to just run out my life. I don't know. So I called my best friend, and then she was talking to me. I was calling my grandmother every day. I was calling my sister. And these are like the four people that was in my back and talking me out of like, like, what are you going to do? And then my grandmother is worried too, because she's like, what are you going to do? Whatever. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't want her to fret about me in this country. So it was the idea of me, should I go to Jamaica or should I stay? I had a brother in New York who is not my biological brother, but he's like a brother to me. And he was like, girl, stay. So I was like, okay, he's going to help me to get an apartment here. So I stayed with John, who was the only person that I met on the building where I was staying in Connecticut. And he said, like, I just met you. I don't know you, but I just know that you are a good person and you can stay with me. I stayed with him for like 2 weeks, and staying there, I felt comfortable. I wasn't assaulted at all. I just cooked clean, made the place looking nice, smelling nice, and we had great dinner time. And I give him some advice about like fashion. We talk about life, we talk about God and everything. So yeah, moved to this apartment, and I definitely need to finish the story, but the video. Yeah, so I moved to this. He drove me to New York with my clothes, and I came to this apartment. When I came to this apartment, I call him E. That's my brother that live across, like close to me, who's not my biological brother, but he's like a brother to me here, like my only family that I have like here. And the family is the family that I've created with friends and what stuff for. But yeah, when I came to this house, I was like, oh my God, what kind of place is this? Like, oh my God, I want to run. I wanted to run so badly. And I remember when I came into the room, I just said, "Thank you, God. Like, thank you so much." And I just started crying. Like, I just like, there was roaches all over the place. And I was like, you know what? Thank you, God. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like, I just started praying. I just started giving God so much thanks because I got a roof over my head. I didn't felt like there's anybody that's gonna throw me out, and I just felt safe. And I just wanted to just share the story to encourage someone out there that is in a particular situation, that you may be staying somewhere where you feel like you're not comfortable and you just want to move on. Just trust that everything is going to be all right. I remember everything will be all right soon. I remember one day I was in a car with John and he said to me to read the book of Job. And while I was staying at John's apartment in Connecticut, I was reading the Bible every single day, the book of Job, along with another book. But I was reading the book of Job every single day. And that book gave me so much strength and hope not to give up. And I just want to share with any one of you out there that is in a situation where you just felt hopeless, or you felt like nothing is going to turn over to you. It will one day. Just trust and keep making one step forward, where whatever opportunity that you're given, be grateful. When you're stepping off on your journey, do not leave any negativity behind. When I was leaving the apartment in Connecticut, when I just got there, I had cleaned the place and make it look neat. It's not like our apartment was dirty, but I had helped her to clean and make it look neat. And when I was leaving, I left that apartment as if she was about to enter into a hotel room, because I don't want to travel with no negative energy. Anything happen bad, I want it to stay where it is. I don't want to go anywhere with it, because energy travels. When a person put bad energy on you, you put it on to other people, and you live a life that is unfulfilled, unhappy, and miserable. So just want to let at least one person know that, just don't give up. Just don't give up. Take one step at a time. One step at a time. And when God bless you, it may not come into a big abundance, but He is blessing you, and we have to be grateful and treat it as it is until we reach where He wants us to go. Because life, God, especially your purpose, you're not going to just get your purpose like thrown in your face and it's just going to be perfect. No, you have to grow into your purpose so you could lead, you could serve, you could be what He wants you to. So this is just me sharing my story. This passage, I wasn't, I didn't like it. Every time when I pass it, I just feel hopeless. I feel angry. I just can't wait to get out. And so I said, instead of feeling like this every day, let me just do something that whenever I pass, I feel uplift. And so I took the time to repaint it and to help my landlady out, because she said she needed help. So I helped her out by painting it, and she was happy about it. I'm happy about it. And yeah, there's gonna be a time where I have my house, and the time is coming. But while I am working towards that, I want to show my appreciation for the simple things that I have. After painting these walls, I've realized that it wasn't just about making the house look better. It was about creating a space where I could continue to heal myself, grow, make my mind at peace, and also to dream big again, to dream bigger again. I need to have your mind have to be right, and your environment is one of the most important thing for your mind to flourish. We also have spaces in our lives that feel worn down, whether it's physical space, mindset, or a dream we've put on hold. But with patience and effort, we can transform them into something beautiful. This house just may be a passageway, but is also a reminder of how far I have come and how further I can go. And if I can do it, so can you. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you are encouraged to do great things, change your environment, fix up a room, fix up a life, and I hope you have a blessed week. Make sure you hit the like button, share with your friends and your family, and subscribe. Bye. Love you.